So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
DiMarco. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the counter is on. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Frankie de Jong is one of the most versatile midfielders in the game, capable of playing all sorts of roles, including even regista and centre-back. But he seems to see himself as a holding player, and his ability to distribute could well be key here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. De Jong, looking for a runner. Gabriel cuts it out. And here's Osimhen. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Still goalless at the moment. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rafinha. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well read, nice interception. Chiao. Japan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively.
Quickly taken. Oh, nice touch. Muscular approach does pay off here. And he's cut it out. Quality ball. Osimhen. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He has found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
30 minutes gone. De Jong. And it's Cancelo. Wriggles his way through. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. Pass somewhat off target. Searching pass he's played there. In by Vinicius Junior. Gabriel tries to clear. Gabriel getting this one clear. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. He's had a crack. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Good read, needed to be. And he's taking no chances there. De Jong. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Haaland. João Cancelo with a definite foul there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
DiMarco. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's DiMarco. And that's aimed into the middle. And that's been well dealt with. There's the shot! And he hits the net! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Japan get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that is a good ball. Goes for a shot! He scores! Japan are level! And it's half-time here. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So we're just settling back into this second half. Osimhen. Konate gets across and deals with it. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. It could be in. Vinicius Junior! And it's in! And they're back in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how... And he shoots! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Substitution for Japan. Number 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on to replace him.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Hakimi. Oh, that was vital. That's a cute ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now.
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
Header! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
DiMarco. Well-timed, excellent interception. Almost an hour gone. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bruno Fernandes. And it's DiMarco. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, cracking ball. And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. DiMarco. And it's Bellingham. Nice control. De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a searching pass. It's a goal kick.
Substitution for Japan. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
21, Bruno Fernandes. Number 7, Rafinha.
Chouameni
Number 32,
for Szoboszlai.
DiMarco.
That is a little undercooked.
Number 1,
Szoboszlai is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Number 23, Eze. Number 9, Szoboszlai.
Now it's Sumpa.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Bellingham is flagged offside. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that's gone loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Eze. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Eze. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, delightful ball. Raya gets it away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Szoboszlai. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Cross to the back post. Up he goes! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. There will be 4 extra minutes. Decent chance! Japan have their second corner now. Deftly away. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. And it's Eze. Japan finding their passes. Haaland. Valverde gets into some space. Chow gets flagged offside. And that is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
With the owner of a blue car.
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Haaland! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Osimhen. Can he get it through? Raya with the clearance. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Succumbs to the pressure. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and makes himself an effective outlet. He basically can become a number 10, and he can produce some delicious little dinks over the top of any opposition defence.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Stood up well to him there. Osimhen. Bellingham. Still goalless. Lobbed in behind. Hakimi is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
DiMarco going full steam ahead down the left flank. Rafinha knocks it out wide, and it's Hakimi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, smashing! Oh, he's hit the bar! Goal! Japan! So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
João Cancelo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Haaland. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players. Tries a shot! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely feet. And he's whipped, he gets big! It's a loose ball. And that was very necessary. It's not an especially good pass, that. DiMarco. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Out of play for a throw. That has not gone well. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That's an imaginative pass. Chouameni, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hakimi. And Rafinha. DiMarco. Nicely weighted ball. Pass somewhat off target. Vinicius Junior. It's a really well-measured ball. Tries to pass it through. Chouameni. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Shot at goal! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. How would you review the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to...
And the shot! They've scored! The second half sparked straight into life. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And it's DiMarco. In by DiMarco. He rises! That was superb goalkeeping.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Hit into the middle. Another fruitless header.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
João Cancelo. And it's Neves. João Neves. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Osimhen. Bellingham. To Bruno Fernandes. DiMarco. And Gabriel.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off, for the moment at least.
João has a look and plays it forward, and he's worked it through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Big header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's chosen to go back, looking for a runner. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played into space. Not the most accurate pass. Rafinha. Searching pass he's played there. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Haaland. Hakimi. Very nicely done. Cross to the back post. He's got tall. Oh, what has happened here? And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Substitution for Japan. Number 18, Erling Haaland. Number 10, Bellingham. Number 21, Bruno Fernandes. Number 7, Rafinha.
And that was nowhere near his best.
Number 5, Mbappe. Number 1, Federico
João
Valverde.
Neves.
Number 27,
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Morgan Rogers. Number 17,
Valverde aims beyond the defence. Shoots! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Japan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And that's gone loose. And now they can clear their lines. Gabriel. And it's Eze. And it's Neves. And they've got rid. Van Dijk. Driving forward. In with the challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Valverde. Now it's Osimhen. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the ball's come loose here. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Japan have their 3rd corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And the number on the board is 3. João Neves.
This is the time you need that pace.
Haaland could try cutting inside here. And he's managed to get free. And he's there to get it away. And that is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies are
match.
clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are... Climbs up big! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bruno Fernandes plays it short. Can he get on the end of this? Crossed in again. And he shoots! Goal! Japan! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Osimhen, and that interception was most necessary. Now it's Osimhen, looking for the run. Bruno Fernandes is in a really good position out wide. Di Marco. Bruno Fernandes knocks it out wide. Rafinha. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really...
Oh, shooting chance! Tries to get it clear. Well, the ball's gone astray. Bellingham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. It's a searching pass. Rafinha.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter.
Goes for a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Terrific header! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hakimi, That has not gone well. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. Vinicius Junior! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
No, he's not getting past him there. Nhau. Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Haaland.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bellingham. Haaland. And it's Tchouaméni, played out wide. Played in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Played back in. Big header! Goal! Japan! And they're back in front. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Japan go into the lead. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
De Jong. Aims beyond. Can he finish? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. DiMarco considers his options. And this, an opportunity to pull level. So, third corner of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's DiMarco. Bellingham. Good ball, good take. Oh, what a climb! He scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
There will be 3 minutes at a
This
time.
is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Searching pass he's played there. Floated through. Osimhen. Shoots! Goal! And the comeback is complete. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. And we hit half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And we are already promptly back underway. Now it's Osimhen. Pinches it off him. Bruno Fernandes. And it's DiMarco. Gabriel threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. Bruno Fernandes, he gets big! Konate gets it away. De Jong. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's through, now is he in? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitution for Japan. Number 32.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 18.
João Cancelo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Strokes it back. And it's Cancelo. Now this could be a chance. It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bellingham. Oh, this looks sharp. Bruno Fernandes.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
João Cancelo. Oh, super find. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Delivers the ball. And it's hoisted clear. Out towards the flank. And Gabriel. Mbappe. Rafinha. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Bellingham. Osimhen! He has done it! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution for Japan. Number 21. Bruno Fernandes.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Bellingham.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Rafinha.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Federico Valverde.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's felt that, hasn't he? Nicely shaped ball. Oh, no joy this time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And a chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution in progress.
Japan have their second corner now. Surely now! And somehow he managed to miss it. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Succumbs to the pressure. Lovely feet. Timber, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. That's an imaginative pass.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's had a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Japan complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Now it's Mbappe. Cross from Cancelo.
4 added minutes has
That's
been
going to go a
indicated.
long way.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now he's got space here. Well read, nice interception. Nicely spread. And it's Cancelo. He's being urged to shoot. And they've got a throw. Chance for a shot! And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here,
everybody,
a
and
clear
welcome
night,
to
all
today's
the
match.
ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Japan have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Xiao spots it and intercepts.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
That's an imaginative pass. Bruno Fernandes. DiMarco. Now it's Bellingham. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
terrific header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Timber. And no, he's seen through all of that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's a sharp little ball here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Bellingham! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Bellingham brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Rafinha played into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking to play him in. Rafinha receives it in a good position here. It's just beyond his reach. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Vinicius Junior. Ambitious ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And now the breakaway. Timber. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's DiMarco. Bellingham. Timber. And it's been played through. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
DiMarco makes the interception. And it's Bellingham. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Skims one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Jong. Bellingham. Oh, important interception. He can get that clear. And it's Timber. Can he get it through? Bellingham.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Timber's cross. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the year.
Terrific header! And it's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Bellingham. And Hakimi. Looking for a... Goes for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Osimhen has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Chouameni. Bruno Fernandes. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bellingham. He came in hard, very hard. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Substitution for Japan. Number 10, Bellingham. Number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Substitution.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, shooting chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Japan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Corner number 2 then. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham. Timber. It's a searching pass. Oh, that was vital.
Substitution in progress.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Haaland to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Played back in. João Cancelo touches it back. Oh, that's neat. Chance to shoot! Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Haaland really climbed high to get his head on that, and then disappointed.
That is ended up in no man's land. Griezmann. Matheus Cunha. Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a cute ball. Decent chance! It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution for Japan. Number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Mbappe.
Well, I think it's just a reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And he's had it nicked away. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. Chow. Played out towards the right wing. Up towards the front line. Haaland tries to pass it through. Oh, delightful ball. And it's Van Dijk. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And he cuts out the supply.
6 added
Rice.
minutes has been indicated.
Now Griezmann. Hakimi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That is good alertness. Griezmann. João Neves. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. And it's Valverde. Now, can they get him away? Well, they could break here. Nice looking ball. No, that's been intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
He won't be happy with that one. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter.
Tries a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Climbs up big, and it's come back out to him. That's going to go a long way.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Played over towards the opposite flank. Hakimi. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Nice sequence of passes this. Knocks it out wide, and it's Hakimi.
Such good technique.
Pings it across. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ball's gone out of play. Timber. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they're back on the ball again. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Timber. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Into the channel. Osimhen in acres of space out wide. Keeper has taken decisive action. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he thumps it clear. Japan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Osimhen tries a measured ball. Chance for a shot! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
After 32 minutes is number 10.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Chouameni, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Out towards the flank. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Japan have their second corner now. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Chouameni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And a chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Hakimi. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, that's a key interception. Chouameni. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, easy pickings there. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Corner given. And this could be the final action of the first half. Bellingham getting this one clear. Rafinha. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Cross to the back post. He's got full. Good stop. Oh, the ball's come loose here. It's a goal kick. Played back to the goalkeeper. That's been cut out, well played. Rafinha. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Has Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Chouameni. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Japan are level!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. Into the lead once more. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for Japan, number 10.
So, time for
Bellingham.
changes on
Number
both sides,
7,
actually.
Rafinha.
Well, this is what we've been waiting
Number
for.
21.
Oh, it's a nice
Bruno
idea, but the
Fernandes.
execution was
Coming on
lacking.
the
It could
field.
decent
Number
chance!
1, Federico
It's off
Valverde.
target and by
Number
quite a
8,
way.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say
Number
that. He clearly
20,
wanted to do it in
Griezmann.
style.
Substitutions taking place.
Turan. Bellingham has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Turan. Timber. Turan. Chooses to go back. Valverde. To Osimhen. Played out to the left flank. And it's DiMarco. And it's Griezmann. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that has been clubbed away. And Gabriel. Griezmann. DiMarco. Plays a sharp little ball here. And they can counter here. Gabriel. A heavy challenge.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's got away. Japan needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Chow calmly anticipates. Now that's well seen too. It's a pretty loose pass. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Couldn't squeeze it through. Haaland does really well there. He is strong. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Japan. Number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
Coming
benches.
on the field is number 15, Vinicius Junior.
Timber.
Substitution.
Nice looking ball, neatly clipped into space. Cleared away. And claimed it back swiftly. Valverde. Great vision.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, that's delightful. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Gabriel, now DiMarco. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Vinicius Junior. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Pedro Porro. Well read, nice interception. DiMarco. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Blue car parked outside the
How do you
stadium
sum up
gate.
what we've witnessed,
Kindly
Jim?
remove it,
A good
as
show,
it's about to
Peter.
be towed
A
away.
good show of character, a good show of resilience. This is a team that was never going to be intimidated by the crowd and their opposition, and it was thoroughly professional.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.